Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am of course your host Aaron, and today we're going to go over some Funko Pops that have been announced. Some of them have been dropped and some of them are just a variation that are flocked or just glow in the dark. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. First and foremost, I need to give a big shout out to the big release that happened today for Blackpink. They are a very awesome girl band. There was 4 of them. I used to watch them back in the day when I used to work with this guy, Brian. Brian unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, back in 2019, unfortunately. But he was an awesome dude. He introduced me to Blackpink. I fell in love with Rose. And they came out with the 4 Funko Pops of the girls in the group, which are, of course, Jennie, Rose, Jisoo, and Lisa. I think Jisoo? Jisoo. It sounds like Jisoo, maybe. But there's 4 Funko Pops for commons. There's no chase, there's no flock, there's no nothing right now. So go out to your stores and go and pick them up. Which is going to lead me into the next Funko Pop that I wanted to talk about, which was something that was released the other day, and it was a Miss Marvel. Now, this Miss Marvel one that they released the other day was a Funko Shop exclusive eBay, and it was a glow-in-the-dark. And guess what? It was just a glow-in-the-dark version of the common version that came out only a couple months ago. So Funko doing what they always do. Hey, we have a common. Now, how can we make more money and try to screw everybody else over? Wait a second, I got it! Let's put it out as a glow-in-the-dark. Brilliant! Brilliant idea! I feel that's the pitch meetings that they have. I was going to do a little skit, but I didn't really know how to set it up. And they also came out with a Kento from Jujutsu Kaisen. It's a little bit different of a mold, but this guy is also glow-in-the-dark. Not to mention they were releasing another Demon Slayer guy. Who is he? Oh, Inosuke? And he's the flocked version. There's already a common version. And then look, I looked them up too. There's already about 5 or 6 versions of this guy out. So I don't know what's happening with Funko. Obviously, they just had these in production and they're just putting them out, because I really hope that they stop putting out every little thing that they can think about in the genre of a TV show. Because that's going to bring me into the main focal point of this conversation, is the new Parks and Recreation Funko Pops that they are coming out. They showed about 5 of these. Oh, maybe 6 of them. No, it's 5 of them. One's just in the box. And Parks and Rec was a great show. I watched it when it was on. I think it ended in like 2019. It had 7 seasons. I loved every single season. Actually, you know what? The first season was kind of meh. But it got better. And they basically made these Funko Pops in reference to one singular episode, which is the Pawnee Rangers, Episode 4, Season 4. Or I should say Season 4, Episode 4. And of course, it had Ron Swanson, who's played by Nick Offerman. You have Audrey Plaza, who played April Ludgate. And then you had Rashida Jones, who played Ann Perkins. And then you had Amy Poehler, who played Leslie Knope. I was going to mess that up because I always think of the other girl, Amy Fowler, who is in Big Bang Theory. And then they have Andy Dwyer, who is, of course, played by, what's-his-face? I can't remember his name right now. Wow! Can you believe that? I actually had to write them down, and I remembered everyone except Chris Pratt. And Chris Pratt's probably the most famous one of the list, other than Amy Poehler. But yeah, they based on the episode, and of course in the episode you had the girls who were with Leslie and Rashida, who is, what do I call them by their real names and their trade names? You know what I'm talking about. And then you had Ron, who was with Andy, and they were with the guys, and then, you know, Leslie had all these awesome games for the girls, and were like eating cupcakes and delicious foods and making crafts, and the guys were eating out like beans out of a can, and they didn't want to eat the beans out of a can, so a lot of them were like going to the girls' side, and then Ron was like, man, everyone hates me, you know, like nobody wants to tough it out. And then you, of course, Leslie toughed it out with him because they're bros, the bros. And of course, the famous Funko Pop, which Rashida Jones, Ann Perkins, is she has the fish, and that was in reference to she wanted to look like she was cool as shit. And she went out in the morning and got like a bass and hooked on the bottom of her pole and threw that bad boy in, and basically just pulled that in front of all the girls. And they're like, oh my god, you're so cute. I can't believe you did that. Woo! So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, they got the 5 Funko Pops. They got, let's see if I can do this properly, guys. They have Ron Swanson, Andy Dwyer, Leslie Knope, April Ludgate, and they have Ann Perkins. Ann Perkins. Ann Perkins with the fish. And they all look pretty cool. They're all in like parks, uniforms and stuff like that. I don't know if they're going to just... This whole thing with the Parks and Recreation thing is just a little like weird. I know they just came out with a couple new Office Funko Pops too, but these shows went off the air years ago. And I know a lot of people are, clamoring, oh yeah, we want our nostalgia and this like that. But a lot of nostalgic Funko Pops don't really stand the test of time. I haven't heard anything about any more Seinfeld Funko Pops coming out. I have the whole collection of them, and I haven't heard anything about that. And they are coming out with the Friends, those little small, little bibbly-bobbly ones, the little itty-bitty ones, the Friends collections. So maybe they're just going back to the 90s and early 2000s saying, oh, okay, let's see what was a hit back then with the ratings and throw out a bunch of Funko Pops, or let's see what we can just do and see what hit or miss. Because a lot of these look like they're going to be misses. That's all I'm saying. They're going to be misses. And, of course, they just released the 3 Funko Pops from the Pokemon genre on Amazon.com. Sobi, which is a water Pokemon. Umbreon, which is, an Eevee evolution with the moon. And then Apom. I think that was an Apom, the little dude with the pink monkey tail. Of course, I'm going to show all their pictures up here. And the big reveal for today was not only, which they already had the Kento Funko Pop release less than like a month ago. Now, Entertainment Earth is coming out with their own glow-in-the-dark one, and it looks a lot cooler because the little glow ghosty thing in his hand, picture, looks pimp. It looks pimp. I think it looks really cool. I like that one better. Of course, it glows in the dark, so it looks a lot cooler, but I will never buy any kind of... Oh, wait, is it? Yeah, it's Entertainment Earth. Yeah. I was just thinking if it was FYE. The sticker was a little darker, so I wasn't really sure. Maybe they do their glow-in-the-darks with a darker colored Entertainment Earth sticker? I'll have to maybe investigate. And the last thing I was going to talk about was the big thing from Funko today, which was the Indiana Jones Diecast Funko Pop. That's right, they had the Diecast Funko Pop of Indiana Jones. You could have got the common, or you could have got the Chase. And I have bought too many of those, and I am not buying any more. I think I stopped after I didn't get the Chase version of the Black Panther. I know they came out with like the Mickey Mouse one. I think they're coming out with a Joker one. The Joker one looks kind of cool. I would just like the regular one that's colored, not the one that's, die casted with nothing on it. But the Joker one looks cool. Of course, I'll throw a picture up there too. But overall, the die-cast ones, meh. And I think like they're going to the same genre with like a lot of facet ones. They came out with Spider-Man. They came out, I think, with an Iron Man. I think maybe they're coming out with an Iron Man or Captain America. I saw one and I'm just spitting it out because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe I had it somewhere here. Nope. Nothing in my notes, people. Don't have it here. But they are coming out with 3 Monster High Funko Pops. And they are Frankenstein, Dracula, and Claudine Wolf! Whoa! Now, there was a Monster High movie that came out last year, and now for this Halloween, there's another Monster High movie coming out. Who loves Monster High? Do you? But this brings us to the end of our program. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me at 8 Minutes with Aaron. I am not giving any of these Funko Pops an up or a down, so don't expect it after this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave down in the comments what you want to see, what you don't want to see, and I will see you in another video.